everyone, welcome. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. Today I wanted to do a little recipe from my great-grandmother's Hungarian cookbook. It's right here. It has no cover. It has to be at least 60 years old. She was born in 1913 and she died in 2015, so she was 102 when she passed away. She lived her whole life with very little illness. She was Hungarian and she was, I think, second or third generation to America. She was a really wonderful person and she loved to cook. I gave this cookbook to my grandmother, who would be her daughter-in-law. So her son married my grandmother, so my grandparents, and then I kept bugging my grandmother for it because I just didn't want anything to happen to it. My grandmother is 73, so we share this sort of, but I really don't want much, but this I wanted. So I asked her if I could keep a hold of it so nothing happened to it because it is so old. So that was exciting. So we share it. So today I'm going to make the zucchini bread out of the Hungarian cookbook. I would love to share some of the recipes in here with you guys. This is where we get most of our recipes for holidays. We make a Hungarian stuffed cabbage. I don't really need this for that. It's something that we've been making for years. All kinds of stuff in here. Chicken paprikash, spätzles, anything you can think of. There's a lot of good recipes in here that maybe I'll share and make videos with. But today we're going to do zucchini bread and I'm really excited to share it with you. And I got my grandmother gave me an apron when she found out I was making videos. She was really excited and she's thinking maybe doing it herself too, so that would be exciting. So she gave me this cute little apron. I am a messy person, so I'm excited to have it, and it's got kitty cats on it. So if you're interested in seeing how I make zucchini bread, please keep watching. But don't forget to take 1 second to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the fun we have here on this channel. Thanks so much. Okay, so I will list the recipe down below. Here's a quick shot if anybody wants to. Excuse the mess. It is a very old cookbook, but I will definitely write any of the recipe down below for you. But what you need is vegetable oil, sugar, baking powder and baking soda, cinnamon, 3 eggs, vanilla. You're going to need flour. I do cooking spray just so the bread doesn't stick, and of course a zucchini. So these are the ingredients, so let's get started. Okay, you might not be able to see me very well, but hopefully you can hear me just fine. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to grate this zucchini up. You're going to add 3 eggs, and you're going to beat these. It does not say anything about an electric mixer, so we're going to do this by hand. It's 3 eggs cracked. Okay, it says to beat the eggs. And I did 3 cups of flour here in a container, and then we'll take care of that next. But we're doing our wet ingredients first. Then add a cup of oil, and then we're going to add our sugar to it. So first we're going to do 1 cup of oil, and I'm just doing plain vegetable oil. So 1 cup of oil. after that, it says to add your sugar. So it is 2 cups of white granulated sugar. We're going to get this all creamed and mixed together nicely. Now it says to add your vanilla. So the vanilla is 3 teaspoons of vanilla. So we're gonna do 1, 2, and 3. 3 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay, we are moving over to a bigger bowl. I underestimated how much there was, so let's just get all this in here. As you can see, everything in here. I love creaming butter and sugar, or oils and sugar together. It's my favorite thing to do. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to add our zucchini. Now we're adding our zucchini. There's 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Just gonna get a spoon to stir everything. Okay, in here you're going to need to add 1 teaspoon baking soda. Then what you're going to do is add a half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda. Then you need a half a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of salt to bring out the flavor of the sweetness. And then I go crazy with cinnamon. It does only call for 3 teaspoons. It does only call for 3 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. I like a lot in my breads. Even if I'm making banana bread, I put cinnamon in it. But we'll do, for the sake of the video, we'll just do 1. Yes. 3 teaspoons, yeah. But I like a little extra, so 2 and 3. That should be plenty. Now that it is optional, you could put raisins, you could put nuts. Let's bring back our wet ingredients, make sure you can see. And I'm going to add a little at a time, just to make it easier for me. So we'll just take a little. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to put a half mixture into this flour and greased bread pan, and we're going to cook this at 325 for 1 hour. But I'm going to do muffins too, because I thought I had another pan, but it was, for some reason, it was rusted, so I had to throw it out. And do it, you know what, I'm going to do this a little bit easier, make my life easier. And we're just going to do it halfway. And then I'll do the rest in muffins. And I will show you what it looks like when it comes out, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with the muffins. Please forgive my messy thing. It is well loved. My cupcake pan. It is definitely well loved. So we're just going to fill up as many as we can, and I definitely wouldn't bake these quite as long. I don't think they'll need as much time. This is the zucchini bread. I'm not sure why that did that. I think I poked a hole when it was still cooking and it wasn't ready and it needed 10 more minutes. Not the prettiest thing with the big hole, but aside from that, it's got a beautiful crust, like a nice yummy crust on top, and the muffins are, 2 are missing from there and 2 are missing from mine. They're definitely a winner in this house. So if you have any questions or you need any advice or any comments, please feel free to leave them down below. I really hope you subscribe. I hope you love this recipe. And if you did, please let me know if you make it, because that would really, really mean a lot to me, because it is my great-grandmother's recipe. So if you do make it, please, please let me know. I would be so, so excited to hear about it. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. I love helping. And if you want to subscribe, it would mean a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you love this zucchini bread as much as we do.